Hey, how y'all doing? Tammy here. I hope you're having an amazing day. It is Friday, and I just left the doctor's office. It's a doctor day for me. I had my yearly echocardiogram to check on my heart, and I'm kind of, I woke up feeling good and kind of positive, and I got there, and I'm kind of not feeling so good, and it's a technician, okay? So I had a guy technician, which I'm thinking maybe he did mine once before. He's playing like classic 70s rock. He's a younger guy. It had like the Doors going, and I hate the Doors. Just I know, maybe I'm in like a small group of people, but I dislike the Doors. I don't know what it is about his sound of his voice. I just don't like it. I don't like it. So there was that. And I'm like, you're a Doors fan? He's like, oh yeah, all the classic music. And it's just, you're getting stuff done to your heart. You're getting your heart checked out. And don't get me wrong, man, I love classic rock music. I love all music. I mean, I'm an 80s hair band girly, right? But when I'm getting medical tests on my heart done, I just don't want to hear I'm not wanting to hear that. So that kind of dampened my mood. And then it was the guy that was the technician, but then there was a lady in there, and I'm like, oh, okay, so there's like an assistant, so that he's not in here with women with no tops on, alone. No, she was a student, and she's learning. And so he was going really fast. And then he goes, okay, so now we're going to go over here. And so they go kind of on top of the breast, and then they go under the breast. And they're looking at your heart at different angles. He's like, okay, I'm going to let my student take over. And I'm like, okay, it's a girl. It's a lady. She's younger. I'm like, okay, absolutely. I mean, I've been doing this for 20 years. So, I'm probably a good person for her to, practice and learn on. I swear I have a bruise. It's normally, I didn't like it. I don't feel like it was a good read at all. She kept looking to him for like advice and direction and stuff. So if he comes back and tells me anything negative about my scan, I'm going to tell him he needs to do another one at no cost to me, because I did not know I was going to be a guinea pig. It didn't ask me, was I okay with a student doing my test? You know what I mean? I didn't think I was going to have an issue with it, but when she didn't really know what she was doing, and he's back here on his phone, so I'm just kind of like, you could have been paying more, I don't know. So there's that. I have a lot to tell y'all. I've filmed myself on a couple clips, and I don't know if I'm gonna put it in. But one thing, so this is all for my heart. So if you don't know, I'm a heart patient, 20 years. I have heart failure. I was diagnosed after Nick was born. It was called postpartum cardiac myopathy. I had an extremely difficult pregnancy with Nicholas, and I had high blood pressure. I had lots of issues. So I wasn't feeling right afterwards. My doctor was inexperienced. Finally took a vacation. Kept complaining. Finally, another senior doctor seen me, and she's like, yes, something's wrong. Sent me to a primary care doctor. That's the same doctor I see now. There's a baby. He's limping. Why is she walking him, and he's limping? Little puppy. And got diagnosed, right? Went to primary care. She referred me to my cardiologist, and 20 years. So it's taken a long road to get to a good heart function, to but I'm on medication with it, and I will always be on medication with it. So I have to go in yearly, and I'm actually at a year and a half. I have to go in yearly to get a echocardiogram, and that's really the only way they can tell the condition of my heart. And who is freaking honking? The light wasn't even green, and now he's not even going. Oh, he wanted a U-turn thing. The guy was blocking it. Yeah, so the echo I get done yearly. That tells the condition of my heart. And it's been in a good place. I hope it's still there. Like I said, if something comes back, I'm going to tell him you need to redo it. I want a different technician. And then when he did my blood work, my cardiologist, he did an expanded lipid panel and said that I have high cholesterol and that your doctor should be doing an expanded lipid panel, that they are suggesting it on all checkups for all doctors now, just not everyone is doing it. And I have some kind of high cholesterol that is genetic that can't necessarily be controlled. But I have a lot of cholesterol like floating around in my blood, and so he's getting control of that. So now I'm on cholesterol pills. So medical problems. And I went to my primary care physician. I tracked her down because her office shut down. She's now joined a different practice. It's actually a little closer to me. So I was talking to her about weight loss, and I am now on the Wegovy pill. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that. I am not afraid of the shots. I would do the shots, except my insurance covers nothing to do with any of it. If your insurance covers it and you have not checked it out, you should if it's something you're interested in. Now, let me do a little housekeeping here. If you are one of these people that is anti-weight loss, medication, anything, you think it's cheating, you have a very strong opinion against it, go ahead and click off this video. Don't leave me a comment about it because you will be deleted and blocked. Because I am not going to get up here and tell you that I have been overweight all my life and I've never been to lose weight. Nope, that's not me. Nope. I've been small the majority of my life. It wasn't until menopause hit that I gained all the weight. Even after being diagnosed with my heart problem, my heart not functioning, not being able to elevate my heart rate, being on medication, I still could lose the weight. I have always been able to burn more calories than I take in. Exercise, I've always been able to track my food, cut my calories, work out, and lose what weight I needed to. Always, 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 always. Never have had a problem. So, if you have negative things to say about people that are on weight loss medication, get off. Okay, I got a whole bunch of other videos for you to watch. This one's not it. Always been able to lose the weight. Menopause hit, it's like everything changed in my body. Nothing works. And I've tried different, I don't want to necessarily say diets, but different ways of eating, fasting, all sorts of stuff, and nothing has worked. So I talked to my doctor, and she sent me a prescription to the company that makes Zepbound shots, which is Lily Direct. She said that's the best place to get it, and they usually have coupons and stuff. Okay, well, without insurance, it was over $300. That's per month. Now, I have an online friend that she is on it, and her insurance covers it, and she's only paying $50 or $60 a month, which is incredible. That's why I say, if you've considered it, and if you are on Medicare, they just changed it so that you can get on it for like $50 a month. I mean, can I get on Medicare? Because I'm telling you, my insurance sucks. My insurance through my job is awful. We have a high deductible, and I honestly think the people that choose our insurance, I don't think they even use it. So they don't care, you know? There's that same crazy lady. She don't know where she's going. She don't know how to drive. She's in this little bubble car. Is it a lady? It is a lady. She don't know what she's doing. Oh, okay, now she's turning. Okay. You know, your phone's having an app for a reason. So we looked at the Zepbound, and I'm like, I can't afford it. And I was talking with my insurance, and they're like, have her send it to your normal pharmacy and do a prior authorization and see if it gets approved that way. So I tried it. She agreed to try it, and they didn't do it. So I called the pharmacy, and I'm like, hey, because I didn't know. I'm like, did the doctor do a pre-authorization? And they go, yes, she did, but it's still not covered. Your insurance just doesn't cover it, even with the pre-authorization. Even though I'm borderline diabetic. None. Won't cover none of it. I mean, it's ridiculous. So, and I have medical reason why I should lose the weight. I am a heart patient. The heavier I am, the harder my heart has to work, right? And I am not lazy. I am not losing the weight with any method. Right? Just, it's not coming off. I could freaking walk through the damn bakery at the grocery store and gain 3 pounds. So, the pharmacist told me, why don't you look into Wegovy pills? They're more affordable. The pharmacies have a coupon for those right now. So, I sent her a message, and I'm like, hey, well, first she told me about compound medications. That's where you're hearing the words like trizepatide, however you say it. Among that stuff, right? That's a compound. That's where they take the main medication from like Zepbound and they add something to it. She said like vitamins. Like they'll add vitamin C and D to it, or A and C or something. And she goes, that way it's compounded with something else and they can't say it's an exact duplicate and get in trouble with it. Because there's still patent on it or whatever. So I looked into that. She gave me a pharmacy to check into, but it was only about $50 cheaper than the Zepbound shot. And I'm like, and the price goes up as your dose goes up. You start out on a baby dose, and then your dosage increases. So as the medication increases, their price increases. So that's when the pharmacist suggested the Wegovy pills. So she wasn't too super keen on that when we first talked about it because she said it is, you got to take it every day. And you do. I have the pill bottle on my nightstand next to my bed. When I wake up in the morning, I take it first thing in the morning. You want to take it on an empty stomach. Not at night before you go to bed. In the morning when you wake up, because somebody asked that in an online group. Can I just take it at night before I go to bed? No. Your stomach needs to be empty because your body needs to be able to absorb as much of this medicine as possible. And that's only going to happen when you have an empty stomach. So you go to bed, you sleep. When you wake up, your stomach's empty. So you take it, and then you don't eat or drink or take any medication for 30 minutes to an hour. So I wait an hour. So I wake up typically around 5 to go to work, and I still wake up around that time when I don't go to work. So I wake up, I have it next to my bed, I take it, and then after an hour, I take my other medication, and I have a cup of coffee. And then, the other thing you need to do is, so it's not a weight loss medication. It actually, it has the side effect of weight loss, okay? So you have to protect your muscle mass because you don't want to lose muscle mass because your body doesn't necessarily pick and choose where you lose weight. So, high protein diet and exercise, right? So that's what I have been working on. And I am at 3 weeks. So I do a protein shake when I get up. Not when I get up, when I get to the office. That's 30 calories. I do the Members Mark, the dupe for the Fairlife, and or I do Fairlife if it's a good price. I like Fairlife. It's 30 grams of protein and only like 3 grams of sugar. And then about an hour and a half to 2 hours later, since I get into the office at like 6:30, maybe like between 9:30 and 10:30, I have a ratio protein yogurt. It's 30 grams. So I'm front loading my protein for the day. So right there before lunch, I am already over 50 grams of protein, right? So I haven't done that today, but that's typically what I do. So you want to get, I want to get about 100 grams of protein in a day. So it's easy to get the other 50 grams of protein in. It's easy to eat another yogurt. And just checking things that have protein. Some of the bars are really good and taste like candy when you're craving something. I have noticed that some of the food noise has stopped, and I didn't realize food noise was a thing, but it has stopped. The desire to snack was not there. Now, Nick has had a stomach bug this whole week, and I was really feeling like I was kind of catching it the last couple of days, but I never had the same issues that he had. But my stomach was a little soft, and so I didn't eat my yogurt for the last 2 days. And in fact, I ate about half a sleeve of crackers yesterday, which is something I typically don't do, but I just needed something bready in my stomach. I just have like a normal lunch and dinner. I just try to make sure it's high protein. I've used protein pasta for years now. I like the Brahma brand. It's really good. The ingredients are clean. It's semolina flour, right? So, yeah. And then I get, like, if I'm doing, like, spaghetti and meat sauce, I get the low or no sugar added pasta sauce. I get the Brahma protein noodles. I try to get the highest lean ground meat. Usually try to do, like, 96% lean, but I did buy a bulk from Sam's or Costco. Sam's. No, Costco. Anyway, and it was 88. So that's lower than I like, but I'll drain it really good, right? And so the thing with the lean protein, since there's not a lot of fat in it, is you get a really hard sear on that lean ground beef or that, I don't think ground chicken, what the heck? I don't think ground chicken or ground turkey sear as nice as I would like them to. Somebody walking their dog down the street. Surprised mine weren't having a fit. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to see if I can get Nick up. And he's been wanting to go to Olive Garden. I don't know why. So I think I'm going to drink me a shake and get him up. And then I've got to be at that other place at 2. So it's 11:30. So I got a couple of hours. So I'll check back in with you guys. So I had a little time before I had to go to my next doctor's appointment. And I had to do some research to find out where it was. And it was actually right behind this William Sonoma Pottery Barn combo store. And I've been in here once before. And these are 2 stores that are my favorite stores to just come and browse and look at all the pretty things. Of course, if you know me, you know I'm going to find the clearance section. And that's what we just glanced at right here. And they were just now putting out their fall merch. There was a little peep at some of their Halloween stuff. I've told y'all I'm looking for some pillows for my new living room suit, and I love the pattern that was on there. And then you look back here, all of the patterns and colors of fabric and everything, and these are to die for. Can you tell how rich and soft and plush those are? That dark teddy bear brown. And then all of the pottery pieces here are just so pretty. I love just walking through the store and looking at everything. These big pots with the florals coming out and just seeing how they stage everything. So we're just going to kind of wander around and look. I love this bedding. The colorway is really pretty. And here, there's a couple things that I don't show you here. There was a couple pieces of furniture that we sat in. I love that leather chair that were just to die for. And what these florals, see, these are the florals that I was looking for when we were looking. But if you pick out furniture here, you can pick out the material that you actually want on it. They have an entire wall of different kinds of material and leather and patterns and prints and solids and textures, and it is so cool. You literally could come here and customize everything. So now we're in the William Sonoma part. I love this part too. Look at the dishware, how absolutely gorgeous this is. We again just kind of mill around and wander around this store. Everything's so pretty. Right there is aprons, one for the adult, one for the child, and this cabbage ware over here. Look, these little trinket trays, whatever they are, that one has a butterfly, and then this one over here has a ladybug. How cute is that? And now here's like all the white Well, that's not. That's blue and white. But you're going to see here's like all the white dishware that we come up on. And Nick is like, what is the difference? It's all white and it all has different names. Yeah, so I was trying to explain that to him and show him the differences. But we just had a good time walking through here. We look at a couple tablescapes. They again were starting to put their fall stuff out. Look at the copper, the Mackenzie child stuff they have here. Just so many pretty things. All the wooden pieces. There was actually people here. I tried to do a really good job of not getting them. Look at this tablescape. Isn't this so pretty? And then they still had some lemonware out. Everything's just so pretty. Look at those colored glasses. We always have such a fun time walking through here. And they have the spatulas that have the like seasonal designs on them, and they have the Snoopy stuff here. So that would be a really super cute gift. Here, I'll show you one here. For someone is to get them the little seasonal spatulas with, you know, the different things on them. I love Snoopy. I think that's adorably cute. We come down here and we see some more of the Snoopy stuff and some glasses. Here's their mugs. Who doesn't love a William Sonoma coffee mug? Hello, me raising my hand, love one. See, look at this. Don't these remind you of the juice glasses we had back in the 80s? More Mackenzie Childs. Isn't it? Just so many pretty things in here. And then all the coffee stations. More pretty mugs. Isn't that one gorgeous? Yep. I don't have room for all the pretty mugs. Cute little ghost. Already getting out the Halloween stuff. And we go over here and we take a look, I think, at one more tablescape. And it's... No, there's one more after this. Yeah, this one's pretty with the gold. The color. Look at those glasses. Even Nick talked about how pretty the glasses were here. Nick always has to get the little flavored water. This is my favorite. I think this is so pretty. This black with the floral on it. So pretty. So that's about it. We walked through here and then it was about time to go get my CT scan, which made me sick to my stomach. And we went home for the rest of the day. But I hope you enjoyed walking through William Sonoma and Pottery Barn with us. And my favorite thing of all to share with you guys is I finally bought new living room furniture. I gave you a little sneak peek at this at one of my other videos, but here it is. So I bought this with my own money from Nebraska Furniture Mart. It is called Ashley Willow Bend Stationary Sofa and Love Seat. It is in the color caramel. This is so affordable. If you are looking at other websites for furniture, you really should go check out Nebraska Furniture Mart. Here is the love seat. I have been sick on the couch for the last couple of days, so y'all please don't mind my clutter in the back. I don't have my living room completely ready to share everything with you yet, but I am in love with these. Y'all, these are under $400 a piece. That little pillow, it doesn't go with it. I just picked that up randomly at Pop Shelf because I need to go buy pillows and a pretty little throw, and I'm definitely going to need your help in decorating, so that doesn't go. But it is faux leather, which is so great for me because I have dogs. I have Nick, who has already spilled a soda on here, and you wouldn't even know it. And I have grandchildren, dogs, you name it. And all I got to do is take a damp cloth or just a even dry microfiber cloth and just wipe it, and it is so perfectly clean. It's so comfortable. I wanted the overstuffed look. I wanted the rolled arms because those rolled arms over there is so comfortable to lean against. We use our sofa. We stretch out across the sofa. Yes, we do. And it is so comfortable. Like I said, I was sick. I stretched out on the sofa and it took me a good couple of naps while I was not feeling well. But those rolled arms are so comfortable. I'm going to have a grandkid that's going to plop themselves right there and sit right there. So the overstuffed look is definitely what I wanted. You can see the seaming in it. Look at the overstuffed. Look at that. It is so soft and so comfortable. I am so excited with this. Y'all, I've not ever have a brown sofa. Have I told y'all that? No. I've had burgundy, my last one. I've had blue. I've had gray. I have not had a brown sofa. So this is so easy to take care of. It was so incredibly affordable. They do make it in a set to where you can get sofa, love seat, end tables, coffee table, lamps for somewhere between $1,200 and $1,300. I have a very small space for my living room, so I just wanted the sofa and the love seat, and that would fit our family really good. So yeah, so I think this is perfect for my space, and I'm so happy with it. Tell me what y'all think. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of my new sofa. Y'all have an absolutely fabulous day. Remember to thank God for today because it truly is a gift. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.